300 Blackout, 6.5 inch barrel. We're about to see if it works. Well, it fed. All right, here we go. Where'd that brass go?
That's right over here somewhere.
Over here?
Yeah.
Awesome. So it ejected, the bolt fell back. All right, just point at the ground and tap, tap. That's perfect. All right, guys, I'm back with a new build. Disregard this puzzle. We've been doing that as a family, but you've never done puzzles before. They're pretty cool to do and addicting. Anyway, got a new build here. This is a 300 Blackout AR pistol build that I put together. And as you can see, if you can't tell by this brace and some of these other parts, well, you can't really see the barrel too well, but I did not cheap out on this. I usually never do. Beginning when I first made these videos, my stance was, why would anybody want to spend that much money on something like that? I come to find out that eventually, if you really like it, you really want it, you're going to spend the money on it, so you might as well go all out the first time. What in the hell is an AR pistol doing on a bipod? Well, let me tell you. I'm going to reload for this gun. I've already got the dies. I've shot a couple rounds through this and got the dies where I want them to be. So now I'm going to do is just pump out some reloads. Actually, first things first, I'm going to shoot probably 100 rounds of this factory stuff to get this barrel good and broke in. I don't know if you really need a break-in procedure for a short barrel, but I'm going to do it anyway. See how this sucker shoots. I've only put 5 rounds down this barrel, and what we got here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but that's a V7 6.5 inch 300 Blackout barrel. It comes with their proprietary gas block. It's a little bit higher than your standard gas block, and it's got a straight gas tube. That sucker is built for IEDs, bombs. There's a roll pin that goes underneath. There's a set screw. It's already dimpled. Extremely nice barrel, and it's fluted. Why did I go with the fluted? Hell, I don't know. I wanted it. Got the Maxim brace here. This, guys, this is, I'm not even going to say it. You know what's on my mind. But this is a brace. This is a damn good brace. Fully adjustable. If you extend it out, got a good little cheek weld right there. The reason this is on a bipod is because I'm going to shoot this like a precision rifle and work up some loads with this. And I found out that you can strap the magneto speed to the side here, and it'll still read your velocities. Now, I did some research before I jumped into this. Typically, about a 9-inch barrel is optimal for 300 Blackouts, so they say, to get a full powder burn. Now, with this 6.5 inch barrel, the velocities that I got were, a little bit higher than what I expected. All right, so we just chronographed the 300 Blackout, shooting the 110 grain VMAX. 6.5 inch barrel is getting 2,000 feet per second, a little over. So not bad. I think we can get a little bit faster reloading. And that's awesome. Out of a 6.5 inch barrel. Thought that was going to be a little bit better. I mean, a little bit worse. And to answer a question, the bayonet does work on the side of a rail. Very impressed. I expected this barrel to be pushing those 110 grain VMAX out at about 1,800 feet per second. These things are going 2060. With reloads, I bet I can push that to 2,100. And, a lot of people were talking about that, so I decided to go to the V7 tech support and talk to the guy on the phone, and they did an extensive testing with this barrel, and he said, yeah, man, 2,100 feet per second, with a 110 grain VMAX. That is not at all outlandish expectations. And he said you would be surprised at the performance at 200 yards on clay pigeons with that. So I dove in it, kind of staying unbiased, open-minded, and I'll be damned if this factory ammo didn't get 20, 60, 20, 30 feet per second. I mean, that is crazy. This thing shoots like a dream. Perfect cycle, ejection pattern right out here, 4 o'clock position. Doing good. I mean, this thing cycled well. I actually went with a unloaded, just in case you guys are wondering. But I went with a Radiant Weapons BCG. I guess it's their, I don't know what they call it, but this is a badass BCG and has worked out pretty well. Ejection pattern is good. This thing's a little bit lighter weight than your standard BCG, and it's got some cuts that cut off weight. Yeah, I'm very impressed with this. Anyway, typical stuff. Got a CMC trigger in here, battle arms, development safety. Got a Radian charge handle, Maxim brace with the JP silent capture spring, extra small. Now, here's another answer to a question that I had. With the 300 Blackout, I mean, can you use a standard spring? I actually opted for a standard spring and found out later that they really want you to use a heavier spring. Have had no issues with this. Of course, here's the kicker. I've only fired 5 rounds. So we'll see if this is actually reliable, if I have any failure to feed, failure to eject, failure to fires, anything like that. But I don't think I'm going to run into any issues. Anyway, all FDE, got the Aero Precision M4E1 lower. Man, this is a sweet little setup. Midwest Industries 7-inch handguard. Dude, this is going to be a sweet little gun. And if I can get it to do what I want it to do, I can kill hogs 100 yards and in maybe. Got the brass catcher here. Dude, we got everything set up. For optics, I think I'm going to steal the optic off the Grendel because I'm not shooting that a whole lot. I'm going to put it on here just for working up a load. And then I think I'm going to go with a Vortex Prism sight, 1 power. My eyes are shitty. They suck. But I looked through the Prism sight and that dot is clear. So I'm going to be using that. This is basically a home defense gun, but this is going to be a carry to the stands. You know, hogs run up on you, unload on their asses gun. Got a 30 round mag in here, as you guys can see. But man, that's what I've been up to. Next video that I got is going to be testing this out, working up some reloads. Hell, man, I may slap that thermal on there and go to town with this thing. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I know I've been away for a while. My son, he's been a busy kid. So it's got me busy. So when I find the time to get out, shoot this thing, I'll have my results. And, damn, man, I'll keep you guys updated. That's him crying right now. I better go. So anyway, more shit to come.